I'm live from the Ken Cave on Twitter.com. Do people still stream on Twitter? I don't know, actually. I've done it before. It has been a long time, but I'm not sure if people really use this platform for streaming much more. But anyway, yeah, what's going on here is I just wrapped up a video shoot in the Ken Cave. I got this giant bright light behind me, and I thought, well, since I have the lights and everything all set up, I might as well do a little impromptu stream on Twitter. I have absolutely no idea if anyone's going to watch this, but we're going to find out. I know when I stream Computer Clan Live on YouTube, that usually gets a couple thousand people in the door, but I have no idea about Twitter. But the chat should be open. If you want to chat or ask me something, go ahead, let me know. I'm sorry, I'm trying to stabilize this video a little bit here. The front-facing camera on an iPhone I don't think has a stabilizer. But yeah, if anyone wants to ask something or just chit chat, I'm here. Again, just chilling in the Ken Cave, just wrapped up a video shoot. Got my giant aperture light up there. Actually, I have two. There's another one further over there, but those light up the room. But let me just make sure I'm using this correctly because I haven't streamed on this platform in a million years. I don't know if anyone actually really uses Twitter for streaming much anymore. Yeah, I still call it Twitter. I don't call it X. Let's see here. Oh, theater mode. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, trying to get with the Times New Roman. But I do see there's 9 people here. Hey, just a quick favor. Say something in the chat just so I know it's working. I haven't used this feature in years. So if the chat feature is working, feel free to say something just so I know. Also, the front-facing camera looks pretty darn good on the iPhone 17 Pro here. I'm guessing the quality is not as good for what you're seeing because you're seeing it compressed over the internet, but the preview I'm seeing right here actually looks good. Hey, Johnny Cha is in the chat. Hey, yes, what's going on, my man? Dedicated viewer right there. He shows up to a lot of my stuff. No, I do appreciate it very much. I absolutely do. We got 13 people watching right now. Unlucky number. Hopefully we can bump that up to 14 so we get rid of the unlucky number there. But yeah, just chilling in the Ken Cave. For those who just tuned in, I just wrapped a video shoot and thought, hey, I'll just do a little stream on Twitter since I haven't done that on this platform in forever. So I thought, why not? But yes, working on a really fun episode. It's a scam product investigation, and was doing some filming in the Ken Cave today. It's funny because, it's an important scene, but it's a short scene. So I did all this work just for maybe 45 seconds of footage. It's kind of crazy how that happens sometimes, but it's an important scene, so it has to be done right. But at the same time, it's like, wow, I did a couple hours of prep, now I have to do breakdown, and it was all just for 45 seconds of footage. I don't have a production assistant or any crew today. My normal folks are just not available. There's car troubles. The holidays, people are celebrating the holidays, so not everyone's available right now. So I did this shoot solo today, a lot of equipment moving and everything, but hey, whatever, comes with the territory. Johnny Chum in the chat said, yeah, I never even, oh no, it's fading away. I gotta scroll up there. I feel so old. I'm like old man Ken using a phone. Johnny Chaz said, yeah, I never even heard of live streaming on Twitter before. He's never used it himself. Yeah, I don't think it's super common. I know I've used it before, but it has been a long time. I used to stream on Periscope. Now, I started streaming on Ustream, back when that was a thing. I had Computer Clan Live going in 2009 before Twitch and YouTube Live even existed. Yeah, Martha! Yeah. So I was streaming on those platforms and, moved to YouTube Live then in 2014, I think it was. But occasionally I would stream from my phone behind the scenes stuff when we were filming episodes, and we would stream that stuff on Periscope, which I think Twitter acquired, if I have my history right. I mean, I don't think Periscope is a thing anymore, but yes, Periscope was a thing back then. Yeah, I don't think it is now. Twitter bought it, but yeah, you could basically just stream like this. It was pretty popular back in the day. Back in my day. We streamed on Periscope. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Lady Siren Song, hey, how's it going? They said also, what the fudge? You can live stream on Twitter? Yeah, see, that's the thing. I feel like most people don't know you can live stream on Twitter. I don't think it's a real publicly advertised feature. But yes, there's been streaming support in Twitter for years. I just don't think anybody really uses it. I'm using it here because I'm kind of sending out a message in a bottle and seeing hey, is anyone out there? Does anyone stream on this platform? I don't think many people really do. But yeah, you're surprised. I'm sure a bunch of other people are surprised too. Also, I hope you all are loving the new Conversion Technology shirt. I'm rocking the new design I made a while ago. I like it a lot. Let's see, we have some more comments coming in. Johnny Cha, what's up? I know you got me to say Martha earlier. We got a new message here. Anyone here watching the stream, feel free to chat. Don't hesitate to ask you stuff. Like, what's your favorite cut of a cow? Like, are you more of a ground chuck guy? Do you like the tenderloin? I don't know. I'm not a meat expert, let alone red meat. Lady Siren Song said they wore theirs on Tuesday. Excellent. Good to always see fellow viewers sporting the Computer Clan merchandise. But yeah, we got 40 people here. That's an improvement over the 13 we had earlier. But yes, don't feel shy. Go ahead and say hi in the chat. Like, this is live. This is not a video recording. Hey, Up Rockside said, hi, Crazy Ken. Hi, right back at you. You were awesome as Fudge. Thank you. They said a different word. I'm saying fudge, like in A Christmas Story, except backwards. They said, yep, awesome as fudge. T-God34748. Hey, I recognize you. Yes, absolutely. Hi, right back at you. Johnny Cha said, hopefully both the old and new Conversion Technology shirt designs will be available. I like the new design a lot better, but yes, of course, I know people still like the classic design. I need to get it listed. I need to relist that. I had to switch manufacturers and stuff. It has been a process. But this new manufacturer, which I've actually used before, but not recently, I'm back with them. I print them through Redbubble. They use Gildan shirts, way better quality than the stuff I used before when I was on another platform I don't know if I should name out loud. That other platform I don't know if I should name out loud used to be great, but they've been really dropping the ball lately, so I switched back to Redbubble and Gildan. Shout out to them. They make much better quality stuff. But yes, checking in on the chat here. It's fading away really quick, so I got to check in again. Up Rockside sent a nice emoji. I do appreciate the puppy dog eyes emoji. I'm guessing that's what that is. I don't know what you call it in the emoji picker. But yeah, for those just tuning in, I just wrapped up a video shoot in the Ken Cave. We got the giant artificial sun there. This light is huge, dude. Shout out to Aperture for making epic lights, and I don't remember what brand of softbox this is technically, but man, they make some good stuff. Super bright, super color accurate. Love these dang lights. But yeah, just wrapped up a video shoot in the Ken Cave here. It was a lot of prep work for only like 45 seconds of footage that will be in the actual episode. So it's like, well, I got all the lights and I'm all dressed up and everything. Let's do a little live stream chat just to make use of the setup while it's still here. Let's see if I can frame this. Sorry, I feel so weird like trying to frame it in portrait. There we go. There we got the Blackmagic camera rocking it up there with the video assist monitor and the giant Aperture light over here. And then, we got a Sennheiser shotgun mic over there and some more Aperture lighting over there. It's good stuff. It's a fun setup. These lights are awesome. So I guess a little bit of I don't want to spoil it, but basically I'm filming in here because I needed to recreate the interior of a car. Because for this product I'm investigating, for this potential scam investigation here, it's a product that has to do with your car, but it doesn't really work if it's cold outside. So it's freaking freezing up here right now. So it's like, well, I can't actually use this product in a car, so what am I going to do? I'm going to build like a fake car inside the Ken Cave here to simulate it. So that's what I'm doing in here. So it'll make more sense when the episode actually comes out in, let's see what day it is. It's the 14th. Hopefully within 6 to 8 days, this should be done. Should be coming out soon. And tomorrow, December 15th, is the 10th anniversary of Crazy Ken. Crazy Ken technically started in 2013, but the true debut was in 2015 with Crazy Ken's Tech Misadventures, and that was December 15th, 2015. Tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of when that all started, so I think that's pretty special. We got Up Rockside again saying, neat setup, by the way. I love the Sonic merch. Yeah, I am a bit of a Sonic nerd, so I do have the Sonic stuff in here, but it also helps keep the environment cozy and colorful. Like, I don't want it just to be like barren walls, because in the Crazy Ken lore, I am trapped 10 stories underground for reasons unknown right now. But the guards still let me, still decorate. But in real life, outside of the Crazy Ken lore, this is actually the office I do the editing in, but I use it for filming as well. But I do like having colorful stuff in here. We got some sorry, I'm trying to point. I'm not used to like portrait video streaming, but yeah, we have we have a Boston album there, Blue Man Group stuff, and then a bunch of Sonic stuff around me, and some various other things. Oh yeah, the iMac pillow from Throwboy. They make some really cool like computer shaped pillows. Oh, you said heat setup, not neat setup. Okay, I read heat, but I thought you meant neat. It is a heat setup. It's not a heater scam buster, though, but I did need to use a heater to simulate the environment. I don't mind saying it's not a mega spoiler because I'm going to be announcing this soon. There's this questionable product that's been going around online. It went around more like in the summertime about an air conditioner replacement product for your car. And I was thinking, well, people love my air conditioner scambuster investigations, and people love my car ones too. This one is literally both of those combined, so why not? Now, just to be fair, because I like to be fair, I can't call it a scam yet. Like, I have to do my investigation. So, even though it may look fishy, I can't call it a scam until I do the testing, right? So you'll see the results in the episode, and what's even more crazy is this product, the company behind this product, uses AI, generative AI, to make a lot of fake advertisements as well, and we'll be covering that too. That's what makes the story go a little bit deeper. So again, stay tuned. The episode should be wrapped up in about a week, like 6 to 8 days if everything goes well. So stay tuned for that. It should be really fun. And then the episode after this one will be the Philips CDI. That is a heck of a story. The memes, the cultural impact, the impact on the gaming industry it had, how much money was sunk into it, but it didn't really take off. Oh yeah, Philips CDI episode, that'll be late January, early February. That is going to be insane. All right, let me just catch up on the chat here. Oh yeah, we got like 64 people in here now. Very good, very good. Johnny Chaz said, I'll probably watch the first episode of Crazy Ken's Tech Misadventures tomorrow for the occasion. Yeah, absolutely. 10th anniversary. Uprockside said they've been here since around 2017. Awesome. Yeah, you've been here for about 8 years or so. The Computer Clan started in 2007. So yeah, the Computer Clan was about 10 years old when you joined. That's awesome. But yeah, 8 years. That's dedication. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I need that pillow. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about all these pillows are great. But yeah, the iMac pillow. The Sonic and Shadow ice cream pillows are scented, by the way. Got those from GameStop. Those are fun. But yeah, they do have like an ice cream smell, different flavors. So Johnny Cha said, I can't wait for the CDI episode for many reasons. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, the Philips CDI episode I'm very excited about. The memes and the history that came out of that thing. What a story. It's going to be great. Huge shout out to Sage for doing a lot of research. Huge shout out to Delicious Damien's Connections for getting us one of the consoles. And also a shout out to, this hasn't been like fully announced yet, but you guys are special, so I'll say it. But the Wisconsin Computer Club is hooking us up with a lot of Philips CDI stuff. So thank you to them. By now I probably should have put out a post asking if anyone else has any CDI hardware, because we will need some of that, because we have a lot of stuff, but there's a couple things we're missing. I probably should have posted that by now. Now that I think about it, yeah, I gotta hop on that. Time is running out. I gotta be like, hey, does anyone have these consoles? Can you want to sell them or loan them to us? Like that'd be great. But yeah, we're pretty well set up for it right now. But we could definitely use a little bit more from the vast range of products that were available in the CDI world. But we got like 75 people here. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Again, if you're just getting here, feel free to chat. This is a live stream. It's not a video, so feel free to chat, ask questions, whatever you want. Again, I just wrapped a video shoot, so I just thought, while the lights and everything are up, might as well do a little stream. Hey, I put a lot of product into my hair to make it look good. I might as well use it on a stream. Because realistically, all the work I did today was only for like 45 seconds of footage. So it's like, hey, we need to get some more. We need to do some more stuff. Let's see. Uproxide said, I got an eMac from one of my mom's coworkers for free, and the background is one of the Computer Clan backgrounds. Yeah, I do like releasing those wallpapers, so it's good to see people using them. Yeah. But yeah, I hope the I know there's compression, but I hope the video and audio quality is good. Haven't streamed on Twitter in a billion years. X probably wasn't a thing back then. It was just Twitter. That's how long it's been, but also on a new iPhone. It's pretty cool. T-God said, thoughts on the new Digital Circus episode? Dude, it was so cool. I watched it twice already. Yeah, The Amazing Digital Circus is a great show. I love it. It's for free on YouTube. It's also on Netflix. It's by Gooseworks, distributed through Studio Glitch. Freaking awesome. The latest episode I think the latest episode's the best one they've done so far. Yeah, there's things I want to talk about, but I don't want to say anything because of spoilers, But there's definitely things I want to talk about. It really gets you thinking. It really gets your theory brain going. And I think a good show does that. A good story in general does that. Like, you got to keep the viewer asking questions. Just like with a good book, you have to keep the reader asking questions. Once they stop asking questions, like, it is over. So, got to keep them thinking. Let's see what else we have going on here. Johnny Cha said it's good for me on my mobile 11 Pro Max. Oh, you're on an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Nice. My friend is actually selling an 11 Pro right now, trying to get that sold. T-God, you rewatched it 5 times? Yeah. Honestly, if I wasn't so busy, I probably would too. I am under quite a big time crunch with this episode because I'm trying to get it out several days before Christmas. And with the new Sonic Speed Cafe coming to Chicago, I might be going to a media event for that. So that's going to take up some time too. So that means, I need to keep working on this episode. So I typically limit myself to 8-hour workdays, but I've been doing 10 to 12 lately because I need to get this done. So I haven't made a lot of time to rewatch things and watch more shows, but I did watch it twice so far. Very good. Very good, very good. Uproxide said I watched the episode with 2 of my pals. It was awesome sauce. Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun to watch with others. But yeah, Digital Circus is good stuff. I remember when the pilot first came out, I was like, this is good. This is good. I fell in love with it immediately. It's still the most viewed video on Studio Glitch's entire channel. So clearly it struck a chord with the audience. I will say this, and I don't know if it's a huge spoiler, but the Chinese room, I didn't actually know the Chinese room is a real thought experiment about computing. That I just thought it was a joke in the episode. No, it's a real thing. The Chinese room. So I was reading about that last night. It's fascinating. And it's funny because it actually relates to some things I've been researching myself about. I don't want to say too much because it could play into the Crazy Ken lore. We'll just say that. The pilot just hit 400 million views. Holy cow, yeah, wow. That's insane. I'm really proud of the whole Computer Clan. Where we've come, after all these years, and we're about to hit 90 million cumulative views, which is amazing. But them, on one video, have 400 million on the Studio Glitch. It's just on a single video for the Digital Circus pilot. That's crazy. But no, they're doing a good job. It's a bummer the show is going to end in only 2 episodes. I wish they would keep it going, but I don't know. Maybe 9 episodes is their magic number. But yeah, what else you guys want to talk about? I'm still here for a bit. I don't even know what time it is. I don't have my watch display on. Yeah, I have no idea what time it is right now, so I'm just kind of chilling right here. I do need to get back to video editing soon, but honestly, I've been doing plenty of that for the past week, so I like taking a break and chilling with all of you. Now we got 90 people here. Well, let's see if we can make it 100. Those are rookie numbers. Let's get those numbers up. Yeah, for those of you who are just tuning in, hi, how's it going? This is live, so feel free to chat. I am here. I am not a simulation. This is real Crazy Ken. And I'm holding my phone with this I think it's called a Joby, my Joby handheld tripod. Oh, we got up to 91. That's a start. What do you say? We boot up the iMac? Bong. Oh yeah. Look at that frame rate. That is a quality display right there. You could probably draw on this if you like move the little fuzzy bits the right way. See? This is like MS Paint happening right here. Oh, I just erased it. But yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about? Ask? Any questions? Anything like that before I wrap? I mean, basically, I'll stay here as long as you guys want to keep chatting. Within reason. Uproxide. Crazy Ken gets real. Real D. 3D. I never got into the 3D thing. I don't know. It felt a little gimmicky to me. For those who liked it, yeah, go nuts. That's great. I think the way it's implemented on things like the Apple Vision Pro is the way to go. But like the glasses, the red and blue, I always found kind of annoying. And then the ones that like flicker back and forth really quick, like those like gave me a headache. And I don't know. That's just a me problem. I guess I just get headaches too easily. But yeah, I never really got into the 3D. But when I tried it on a Vision Pro, I don't own one. I just borrowed my friend's. That was pretty incredible. I think that implementation of 3D movies is good. Let's see, Johnny Chai said, by the way, at home I am planning to build a retro computer as my Christmas present for myself. Awesome. Build a retro computer. So what exactly does that mean? Like, you buying a bunch of old parts and trying to put it together and see if it works? Is that what you're doing? What Uproxide said, what if Crazy Ken was an AI and this is just a 3D model? I mean, you know, in a few years, stuff could probably look this real. I mean, I don't like that. I like things when they're actually real, and more honest and, you know, not just made by AI, which we will be talking about in my upcoming episode, actually. AI does come up. There's quite a few more things I wanted to mention, but I cut them out. Just because, well, one, the episode is already kind of packed enough, and two, I'm sure AI is going to pop up again in a future episode, so we can take those cut topics from this episode and talk about them in a future episode. There's a lot of things to cover, especially now that, like, Micron is exiting the consumer DRAM space to focus more on AI data centers. Consumer prices are going to go up most likely from that, and consumers are going to get hurt by that. But, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, that kind of sucks, but, like, I still know we need data centers. But, yeah, it's interesting. Like, I've seen people on Twitter complaining about how, like, PC component prices are now going up because of these other companies exiting consumer DRAM spaces. But, you know, I'm not a seasoned market analyst, so, you know, don't take my word as gospel there. Let's see, Uproxide said, low-key, tech misadventures is what got me into Macs and stuff, and that's why I have an eMac and a mid-2007 iMac. Hey, that's great to hear. You know, I absolutely love hearing when people tell me that my episodes got them into a tech hobby or a tech career. I've had people also tell me they got into IT or video editing, you know, or something like that. You know, that's really cool that what I do can inspire that way. So thanks. I really appreciate hearing that. Johnny Cha said he's planning to build a Pentium 4 build for himself, and he got a tall full tower case, and it has transparent Bondi Blue-like panels. Oh, so like Bondi Blue, kind of like the OG iMac. All right. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I do like colors on cases, so that's cool. But yeah, very good. But yes, I'll be talking about some AI stuff in this upcoming episode. It's kind of interesting how it hasn't really come up yet on my show. I think I was waiting for certain topics to mature, before I brought them up on my show. But yeah, now I think is a good time to cover them. Hey, 110 viewers. Hey, welcome everybody. I think that's a pretty decent turnout for not having streamed on Twitter in... It's probably been 2, 3, 4 years. But yes, welcome. Come on in. Say hi in the chat. This is live. Just wrapped up a video shoot. Just chilling in the Ken cave with my giant aperture lights. Those things are bright. Those things are beautiful. But yes, Johnny Cha, I got over 100 people here. Yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's pretty sweet. Oh, what do you think? I just lay back here, chill on my couch, chill on my leather hand-me-down couch. My hand is kind of shaky. I don't know if I like that. It's like we're having an earthquake. Yeah, I've always noticed that. Like, my right hand is, like, slightly more shaky than my left one. I don't know. My doctor's never said anything serious about it, so I'm just going to chalk it up to weak upper body strength. Upper Oxide. Sorry, I was trying to pull up the screen here. They said, I recently bought an iPad 2, but it came with half the touch digitizer not working. Oh, man. Yeah, the iPad 2. I don't think I have mine anymore. I still have my original iPad, though. Yeah, I was one of the first people to buy an iPad. I was first in line for at-store orders on launch day. That was fun. Shout out to Mama Ken. She had to go with me because I wasn't allowed to be at the mall by myself. I guess the rule there was you have to be like 18 or older to be unattended by an adult. So she sat near the line. They let her sit near the line, which was pretty cool. I could just stand in line, so she didn't have to stand. But no, that was a fun day. That was a long time ago. Holy cow! Lady Siren Song said I've always had shaky hands, and I have no idea what. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've brought it up, with my doctor before, but it was never. They never said it was anything serious. So it's probably fine. And I had that EMG done recently. I think that's what they call it when they like test your nerves. Like, I had one of those done a couple years ago for another issue, and they didn't detect anything. So, yeah. I don't know. I think it's just, it might be a little bit of low blood sugar right now because it's been a while since I've eaten. But also, frankly, I just don't have like the strongest arms. I don't have the greatest upper body strength. I'll just say that. Upper Oxide said they realized their stream was about 50 seconds off. Yeah, I don't know. Is there like a DVR function where you can rewind, or it was a glitch? Yeah, that I don't know. That I can't speak to. But yeah, I'm digging this iPhone 17 Pro, man. I've been loving it. It does come in handy for when I need to film some stuff in a pinch where I don't have my Blackmagic rig with me, or I need to fit the camera into a small space where the Blackmagic rig wouldn't fit. The quality is really good on these cameras. You can shoot ProRes RAW. You can shoot with Apple Log 2, so you can get that nice log look, so you can color grade and everything. Yeah, it's been very awesome. And the main reason I upgrade my iPhone is for the camera system, because it's kind of part of my job is to have filming. I have to have filming equipment with me to film certain things at times. But yeah, the iPhone 17 Pro camera system kicks butt. I only upgrade my phone like every 3 years. But yeah, cameras are good. What color Upper Oxide asked? I got the blue one, but honestly, I have the Spigen iMac case on it. I can't show it to you because it's covered up, it's on it right now. But all of the color of the original iPhone is covered up by the Spigen case. So it looks like the semi-translucent Bondi blue of the original iMac, which I think is pretty sweet. My arm is getting tired from holding my phone that much, or it's getting sore. So I'm switching to the left hand. We're going left hand now. Ooh. Look at that left hand tracking action. But yeah, Spigen makes some cool stuff. I wanted one of those iMac cases for my 14 Pro, but they only started making them for the 15 Pro. So for years I wanted one, and finally got one now because I have a phone that's compatible with it. Trying to loosen up my arm now. See, like I said, I don't have the greatest upper body strength, and I'm totally comfortable admitting that to the 135 people watching right now. But yeah, feel free to say hi in the chat, ask questions, whatever. This is live. Feel free to come on down and say hi. I won't bite anymore. They made that against the rules now. Just kidding. You really can't bite through a computer screen. We can't do that. We don't have the technology. Johnny Cha said that probably means Crazy Ken is unable to carry some heavy things like some computers and CRT monitors and such. Yeah, I mean, I can do like most things, but like that's why in the Vintage Computer Festival Midwest vlog we did recently, James carried the Moeller Mac. But that thing is heavy. That is a 60-pound computer all-in-one monitor, and it's a smooth, like round chassis. There's no handle. There's not really a good grip for it. So 60 pounds with no grip, that's a hard computer to move. I'm glad Apple never did that again. They kind of did with the EMAC, but it was only 50 pounds. But no, yeah, if there's anything I really should improve about my body, it's my weak upper body strength. I could definitely use a little more strength there, especially, working with cameras and equipment and old computers. That stuff can weigh a lot. I mean, lights aren't light. They're called lights, but they ain't light. They heavy. These are actually pretty light, but these are also pretty small compared to like a giant ass like Mo Richardson 5K or something. Like these are actually pretty small in comparison, but for the size of my studio space, these are more than suitable. Peroxide said, dude, carrying my EMAC up the stairs felt like I was carrying a toddler and someone in the weak upper and as someone in the weak upper body club, it sucked. Yeah, dude, EMACs are tough. They are Apple's second heaviest computer. The most heavy was the Molar Mac at about 60 pounds. The EMAC weighs 50 pounds. It's round and flat and smooth. There's no handle. Like, those are kind of a biatch to carry. But thankfully, that's not a problem anymore. Apple's products are pretty darn light. Yeah, their heaviest product would be like what? The studio display? That's probably like 20 pounds. Lady Siren Song said they're considering getting a Spigen. Yes, I love Spigen cases. Not a sponsor, just a happy customer. Although, Spigen, if you want to do a sponsorship, I'd love to. I like doing sponsor deals with products I actually use. Like in the last episode, in the Morphy Richards episode, the sponsor was Storyblocks. I was already a customer. So, yeah, that worked out great. But yeah, Spigen, you want to do a little business, I would love to show you products. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of a discount because I like you so much. I'll give you a good price because you're good people. 150 people here. Hey, what's up? I definitely wasn't expecting that for not having streamed on Twitter in forever. But hey, I'm very appreciative. Thank you. Again, I don't even know if people stream on Twitter anymore. I don't think I've seen anyone do it in forever. I thought I'd, shake things up a little bit and do that. Although I should check what time it is, because again, I do have to get back to editing. Okay, we're doing okay on time. I probably should wrap up soon, because I still have to break this down and, get back to editing this episode. But I'm a night owl. I stay up late anyway. We got time. I like hanging out with you guys. You guys are fun. All you are fun. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be doing this anyway. Who would I be, making these things for? Who would I be, making these episodes for? Nobody. It would just be a void. Johnny Cha said, I know a few that stream on this platform, but also on YouTube as well. Yeah. Yeah, streaming on YouTube, as you probably know, I do. Yeah. We've done 3 Computer Clan live streams in the past 3 months. Yeah, we've been averaging 1 per month recently. Yeah, and the charity event was the most recent one, which was pretty cool, raising money for the Great Ormond Street Hospital to help fight children's cancer. We raised... There were some donations after the stream as well, but I think in total we raised $1,600, which is pretty good considering our size and that we're not a dedicated like massive charity organization. So I think that's pretty cool that we still raised $1,600, just by doing a stream and having some fun. So. But yeah, anything else anybody wants to bring up, talk about, any questions you want to ask, I'm here. I see 160 other people here too. So yeah, if anyone wants to ask anything or chat, let me know. I'm here for everybody. In the meantime, enjoy this trumpet solo. Lady Siren Song said their winter break has been boring so far. Sorry. Trying to think. I don't know what I could do to help you there. I wish I could. My only advice is just have a purpose, not to get all philosophical, but like I need a purpose. I need a problem to solve or like a project to do, that's what keeps me entertained. I can only like sit and do nothing for so long. So I get you. Upper Oxide said their break starts next week. Yeah. We got Christmas coming up. So, Everybody have a good time and make sure you chill, you rejuvenate, eat lots of sugar. Just kidding. Be careful with that. Everything in moderation, right? Oh, Lady Siren Song this. Oh, what? You're going to Vegas for Christmas this year? Oh, hell yeah. That sounds awesome. Tell you what. I don't know if you like BattleBots, but BattleBots is really fun. There's some BattleBots stuff on my wall there. If you like seeing 250-pound combat robots fight each other and blow each other up, go see them. They're in Vegas, right by Caesar's Palace. So, yeah, tickets are like $45 or something. There's also behind the scenes like VIP packages. So go ahead and do it. I was there for a couple world championships. It's really cool because you get to be on TV and stuff. They're not doing the TV stuff right now though, but they still fight like 5 nights a week. But yeah, if you want to see some big robots beat each other up and blow stuff up, go to BattleBots in Las Vegas. That's always a good time. Blue Man Group is always fun. Got as you can see, the Blue Man Group. I'm not good at pointing on this thing yet. I'm so spatially challenged. There we go. Blue Man Group album, Blue Man Group drumhead, some Blue Man Group, mouth paint. But yeah, they're in Vegas at the Luxor. That's always very fun. The High Roller Ferris wheel is always a good time. Gordon Ramsay restaurants, delicious. Let's see what else we got popping up in the chat. Oh, Lady Siren Song said they saw the building once back in 2023 when they were there. Oh, you're only going to Vegas for family right now. Okay, I get you. But yeah, even just looking at the building is really cool. They have the cool logo up there and everything. But yeah, BattleBots is fun, man. That's some good stuff. I'd love to go back to Vegas sometime. Just money. I kind of want to save up because I'll probably be going to California for the Final Cut Summit in spring. They haven't announced the dates yet, but that would be cool to do because I've never gone to it. Soy Messenger, hey, what's up? They said I can't see all the messages in the chat on here. Is it some crap with not being verified? I don't know. I have it set up to where everyone can chat, so I don't know why you can't see the other messages. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or a feature, but I don't have it set up with any sort of like verified filter. I have it set to everyone. So I don't know. I don't know how many people are being affected by that. If it's happening to you, it might be happening to some others, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't have anything set for that. Might just be a glitch. Johnny Cha said, when I back out of the stream and come back again, the live chat disappears. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. That must be a bug. I don't know. I can't imagine Twitter live streaming is a huge priority for Twitter, so they probably don't maintain it very well. I'm just guessing, but, I don't see a lot of people stream on this platform, so it maybe doesn't get all the debugging that it should. But Soy Messenger, I do see you. I'm sorry if there's a bug where other chat messages aren't showing up, but I do see your message. That I can say for sure. Let's see here. What do we got? Lady Siren Song said they want to go back more, but money, yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you're good at gambling, you can... the trip will pay for itself. I don't recommend that because I can't speak from experience. I've been to Vegas multiple times, but I've never gambled. I don't know if I ever will. I like holding on to my money, like in a safe way. Excuse me. But yeah, I've been to Vegas multiple times, never done that. I've been to casinos just to walk through. But I've never actually sat down. Although I've had some people tell me that with my the analytical part of my brain that I'd probably actually be good at some of that stuff. To be honest, I probably would be. I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole. Just finding myself at the craps table every night then. But yeah, there's plenty of other non-gambling things to do in Vegas. It's a really fun place. The Hello Kitty Cafe is there. Well, I shouldn't say the Hello Kitty Cafe. There's multiple, but I think Vegas has 2 of them. They have an indoor one and an outdoor food truck style one. Chicago's getting one soon, I believe, too. But yes, I've been to the one in Vegas a couple times. It's cool just to go for the novelty. I like Sanrio stuff. The food and the sweets and stuff are amazing, but holy cow, one bite of that cookie and I just felt all my teeth vanish, just disintegrate from the sugar. Very sweet. Very good, but I had to pace myself there. But, what do you expect? A Hello Kitty treat to be not sweet? I mean, yeah, you should probably know it's going to be full of sugar. Let's see here. Johnny Cha. They've been to one casino. Okay. Yeah, very good. Very good. Hopefully that was a good experience. I do know somebody, it was a friend of a friend. I might be paraphrasing the story. It's been a while. But basically, they were at a casino or something, and they went to a bar, and they just wanted a drink. But the bartender said only the players can go to the bar. You have to play a game. So he put, chips or a dollar, whatever the heck it was, into a video poker machine, and then he won $5,000. So it's like, all right, nice going, bartender. That was a $5,000 drink. Lucky day for the winner. So yeah, good times. I don't trust the crazy Ken Curse with me and gambling. I don't think I would have that kind of luck. I don't know. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Now we got almost 200 people here. All right, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't know if that chat glitch is happening for anybody else, but rest assured, like when you send messages, I can see them. Unless there's some I can't see. I don't know. Maybe there is another glitch going on, but feel free to send a chat and say hi. If I'm not seeing anything, then I don't know. Maybe there is a bug. But I have no control over that. It could be the crazy Ken Curse, but I don't have control over that thing. It's like an omniscient force. Like I can't do anything about that. What else is going on, guys? Everybody in the chat, what else is going on in your life? Anything cool? Anything not cool? We'll try to keep the vibe up, though. But I know not cool things do happen as well. Speaking of cool, it's cold AF. Like in the northern part of the U.S. Pretty much everywhere in the U.S. right now it's getting cold because we're going into winter. But yeah, especially up north, it is freezing. Sorry for the silence. Just keeping an eye on the chat if anything else pops up. Uproxide said, I'm working on their final for their coding and game design class. Well, best of luck. Yeah, it is that time, isn't it? All the college students wrapping up their semester. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, but it is that time of year, huh? Wrapping that stuff up. Oh, this couch is comfy. My face is getting a little red, though. I think I'm just maybe a little dehydrated. Oh wow, I really see it in the camera now. I'm like red as a tomato here. I don't have any water in the room right now. I'll just suffer with it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see what else we got going on here. The chat is scrolling here, so let me just pause it here. Lady Siren Song said, by the way, since you do some photography, do you think it would be worth it to do some graphic design? Wait, are you asking? I want to make sure I understand your question correctly. When you say, do you think it would be worth it to do graphic design, are you saying for yourself? Or are you saying, like, that's something I should look into? T-God said it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit there. Yeah, that sounds great. I miss summer so much, man. I used to love cold weather. And I used to hate the heat. Total opposite now. I don't know. Something flipped in my brain. I would rather have a hot day than a cold day. Really, I would. Soy Messenger said, it's not a creator can't see everyone's messages things. It's an other users can't see everyone's messages thing. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's up. That's got to be some glitch or feature on Twitter. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. Sorry, but I can still see your message at least, as you acknowledged, so that's good. Lady Siren Song said they're a photography major. Oh, as part of your photography major, yeah, I would pursue that. When I went to college, I pursued multiple different things. I did get a double emphasis, and the program that I was in covered multiple disciplines, which is good, because when you run your own YouTube show, you got to wear a lot of hats. I have amazing people that help out with stuff, but no one's full time. So, I do have to play multiple roles. Not only do I do video, I do photo, I also do motion graphics, I do editing, I do sound mixing, I do the social media side. I still have to wear many hats. And then, I hire my weaknesses, whether it's, I need to save time, so I need to hire someone else, or I need to hire someone to do something that I can't do very well. But, other than hiring some people to do some things on a contract basis, I do wear all the other hats. It was also helpful because back in my day job, I think having those skills makes you more employable, because at my day job, I was hired just as an intern for video, but that meant I could not just edit, but I could also help film. I could also help run live streams, and I could also do motion graphics. Like, that's all the stuff I did. And then when they found out I have a pretty good like radio type voice, they had me do a bunch of voiceover stuff too. So I wore multiple hats at that job, and I loved it. They treated me very well. But I think having multiple skills will keep you more employable. Yeah. Photography is great, but if you can also do graphic design, I think, that would look good in your portfolio, in your resume, and just as yourself. Like, you can it's kind of like having an extra superpower. It's like, I can do this. I can do that too. That's probably a long answer, but Uproxide said it's 21 here, but it got around the negatives yesterday. Yeah, it's getting cold out there. So I'm just trying to catch up on the chat here. But yeah, college was fun for me. It was good. I think the program was well made because it was, like I said, multiple disciplines, but you could still get a double emphasis if you want. So I did an extra semester. And actually, I think one of the classes of that extra semester was a certain like branding graphic design class. So, I learned some good stuff from it. So, like, why not? Lady Siren Song, yes, I'll look into that. My college has one of those graphic design classes. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. If it works with your schedule and your, school's expensive, I get it. But if it works with your budget and everything, I say do it. Just make yourself as employable as you can and learn as much as you can when you're younger. I'm not a neuroscientist, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier to learn things when you're younger. When you get older, it's a little bit harder. So just try to pack all that stuff in your brain when you're younger. The Tekaroo, hey, what's up? They said, hello, Ken. It's my first time tuning into a Twitter stream. You know what? It's okay. This is the first time I've streamed in Twitter in probably 3 years. I wasn't sure if people even use this platform for streaming anymore, but I wanted to give it a shot. But yes, they said, what video shoot did you wrap recently? Yeah, I wrapped up one of the, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's one of the Ken Cave scenes. I'm in the Ken Cave here, not in the main studio. It's for a potential scam product investigation. The episode should be out in about 6 to 8 days. We're getting there. But yeah, it has to do with this product that was going around the internet. I saw it in August, and it's a product that claims to be a replacement, a more powerful replacement for your car's air conditioner. And I thought, I've done investigations about air conditioners before, and those were popular. I did investigations about car snake oil products before, and those actually perform well too. This one literally combines the two of them. It's an air conditioner car product, and I'm like, all right, I got to get in on that. So been working on that, and yeah, just wrapped a video shoot in here where I show some stuff. It'll make more sense in the episode itself. And then the episode after this one will be about the Philips CDI. I'm super excited about that one. Ideally, I'd like to release this episode either on December 20th, a Saturday, or December 22nd, a Monday. I'm working to get it done, but there is still quite a bit left to do. But it would be nice to release it comfortably before Christmas. Yeah. And again, depending on what happens with the Sonic Speed Cafe media event in Chicago, that will eat into my schedule a bit. But that's a rare opportunity. I think that could be good. It's good to do that stuff because you can network. You might meet people. So, it's also just fun. I like Sonic, in case that wasn't obvious. But yeah, it'd be a cool networking opportunity, and also just a good way to get some more stuff to post on social media for fun. So. Because, the Computer Clan, we're not a dedicated gaming channel, but we still talk about games in certain ways, and Sonic is just kind of part of my DNA, so it's just inherently part of the Computer Clan's DNA. Because the Computer Clan is basically me, like, extrapolated into a whole online presence. So, like, if that's how you describe that. Oh, yeah, I saw a couple notifications that said, yeah, Johnny Chan, Up Rockside shared on Twitter. Yeah, I know it says X. I still call it Twitter. Why would I call it X? I don't know. It's Twitter, man. It's Twitter. I don't know anyone that calls it X. It's Twitter. Oh, well. Yeah, we have over 200 people here. That's pretty sweet. Now, I probably really should get back to post-production here now because I still do have a lot to do, and I still have to break down the setup here. Let's see. Let's get a nice shot of the Blackmagic rig chilling right there. Yeah, I have to break it all down still. So I probably have to wrap up soon, but I like hanging out with all of you. So, if we keep chatting, I'll probably just keep going and lose track of time. I'm okay with that. Let's see, catching up on the chat here. Up Rockside said X is kind of a stupid name for social media. Johnny Cha said only if you say X, majority still say Twitter. Yeah. I mean, I get it with the whole X brand that Elon has. I guess that's just how he wanted to integrate it, but I don't know. It's still Twitter to me. I've been on Twitter since 2009, so like I've been calling it Twitter for a long time. But I mean, names do change. It does happen. I'm sure there's several popular things, that I use that used to be a different name. Buildings, stadiums too, that they all have different names. The famous Sears Tower in Chicago, it's now called the Willis Tower. I still think most people call it the Sears Tower though, but I think it also had a name before that, but like no one remembers. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, that's got to be tough to like, have the new sponsored name of like a whole skyscraper. Like it's like, I don't know how that works on a business level, but like when it stopped being the Sears Tower and became the Willis Tower, it's like, dude, okay, you have a lot to like compete with now. Even though it's not called the Sears Tower anymore, you technically have the name for it. It's the Willis Tower now. It's going to take a long time for people to like truly start calling it the Willis Tower. You have a lot of like legacy to catch up on. Soy Messenger said they call it 10. Yeah, I mean, Roman numerals are pretty badass. Yeah. Let's see, yeah, like, follow me on 10. Yeah, just call it by the Roman numeral. Lady Siren Song said, this is the first time I've tuned into a Twitter stream since I joined back in November. Yeah, very good. I don't see a lot of people stream on Twitter. I really don't. I don't remember the last time I've seen one. So I thought I'd do one now. Yes, Computer Clan Live used to be called Computer Clan Broadcast long ago. The Computer Clan, we were some of the earliest streamers on the internet, judging by, the current scale of the internet anyway. We definitely weren't the first, but we were there early. We started in August 2009. YouTube Live didn't exist. Twitch didn't even exist. But there we were, live streaming. Trying to get in on it early, I suppose. Why not? But yes, it used to be called Computer Clan Broadcast before I called it Computer Clan Live. All right. Anything else anybody wants to talk about or ask while I'm here? Yeah, Johnny Cha, the early Computer Clan live streams, back when I lived with my parents, there was this coat closet. Cleared out half the closet, just kind of rearranged some things, and I put up a little studio in there, and that's where I started streaming. I don't remember if I asked for their permission at first. They were fine with it. But yeah, I set up a little studio in there. I think I first set it up before I realized what I wanted to do with it. I just thought it was cool to have a little studio space. But that was before I thought we can use this for live streaming. The live streaming was a little bit of an afterthought, but it actually worked out pretty well. I think I hosted 100 or so streams from that little coat closet. So we've come quite a way since then, 90 million views or so. It's been quite a time. Hey, CC the iPhone guy, what is happening? So good of you to join us. I Am Sunk said, you can stream on Twitter. Yeah, I know. We've had a couple people say that, and that's what I've been saying. I don't think Twitter really advertises that feature very well, because there's people that have no idea you can do it. I've done it before. It's just been a long time, so I thought, why not give it a shot tonight after just wrapping up a video shoot, and thought I'd just do some streaming while I'm here. But yeah, it seems to surprise people, like, you can stream on Twitter? What? Yeah, I just don't think it's advertised that well, that you can actually do this. Uproxide said, I do have one thing, and it's my favorite question to ask. When's the next Tech Misadventures? So I don't have any immediate plans to bring Tech Misadventures back, just because I focus more on Tech Talk, which is the scripted show. They both take place in the same Crazy Ken universe, but Tech Talk is a scripted format. So I don't have plans to bring Tech Misadventures back. However, I still do a lot of vlogs, which are kind of in the same spirit as Tech Misadventures. They're unscripted. And I publish those to Computer Clan Insiders on Patreon and on the YouTube channel membership. So if you want to watch a lot of bonus episodes that I made that are in the spirit of Tech Misadventures, you can join the YouTube channel membership or the Patreon. I recommend the Patreon. And you can get all of those episodes, that whole backlog of unscripted bonus episodes. Now, on the Computer Clan YouTube channel, under the playlist tab, there is a bonus playlist option. There's a couple of freebies in there just to kind of give you a taste. But if you want the whole backlog, going back to like 2018 or so, those are on the Patreon. Hey, Ibani, what's happening? Good of you to join us tonight. Best video you made so far. I mean, that's kind of a tricky one. Best, like, what do you mean? Like, the audience liked it the most? I liked it the most? It got the most views? Because, yeah, that can be kind of different depending on who you ask. But the first Scam Buster I did about the Lit Mobile, that one performed really well. In terms of ones I really liked doing the scam investigation into the... I'm blanking on it now. It was the fake data recovery product that could recover data from a broken computer. So Brainiac Brent and I actually went to Drive Savers, a data recovery facility in California, to like show how it actually works. I forgot what the name of the scam product was, though. Someone in the chat probably knows. But yeah, that was a fun one to do. I really liked doing the Ouya episode. The camera episodes, like the Lightro and the Light L16, those were really fun episodes to do. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Bonnie said they liked the fake AC video I made. Oh, yeah, those... I've done a few of those, and they always perform well. And the Morphe Richards was the most recent one, so that was a lot of fun. This upcoming episode I'm working on is also AC related. It's car AC related. So that should be a lot of fun. I wasn't planning on doing back-to-back AC episodes, but just the way the schedule worked out, that's just kind of how it is. Because the Philips CDI episode is very complex, so we need some more time to make that one right. It's going to be good. The Zilke, yes, T-God, thank you. That was the name of the fake data recovery product, the Zilke. It still worked decently as a drive toaster, like I say, it had a USB converter, but it didn't have any magical data recovery capabilities that they were advertising. CC iPhone guy said Drive Savers is basically a scam itself, outrageous prices. I can't really speak to that. I've never actually used the service, thankfully. I've never... knock on wood, had a drive failure, but even if I did, I would have a backup of my data. I always back up my data. So, but I can understand, a lot of people don't, or something else super catastrophic happens. But, yeah, I guess I don't know what they charge. And I don't know what the industry, average is for that stuff. But from what I've seen, they've done a really good job. They have a museum at their headquarters that shows all of the important, incredible stuff they recovered, and even for a lot of celebrities, too. So it's pretty incredible what they've been able to achieve. But I guess I don't know what their prices are compared to what the industry price is for that stuff. I Am Sunk said, one of my favorite videos is the one with the iMac with the development stuff on it. It's funny that you say that. That is actually... it right there. I'm guessing you're talking about the quality control reject. I was just booting it up for something. Someone asked a question about it, and I wanted to check it. But yeah, that was a very fun one. That was just some like random eBay find. I think someone DM'd it to me or something. But yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, that was a Tech Misadventures two-parter. Ooh, there's my fingers. That one performed pretty well. iBonnie said, "What phone are you using as your daily driver?" The iPhone 17 Pro, the blue one, and I have a Spigen iMac, Bondi blue case on it. The CC the iPhone guy said they have quoted people $2,000 to $3,000 for iPhone data recovery. Places like iPad Rehab are a lot better, or a lot cheaper, and do it better. Okay, that's interesting. I can't speak to that from experience. Good to know. I've never even looked into iPad Rehab. Interesting. Okay, well, that gives me something to look into. But yeah, I won't agree that Drive Savers is a scam. I can't speak from experience, and that's also kind of subjective. But I will say I have been impressed by the stuff they have done, and they treated me well. I know I was a guest, but they were still very hospitable. But yeah, they're not a sponsor, by the way. Just full disclaimer, they're not a sponsor. I worked with them to make an episode, but not a sponsor at all. Oh, Johnny Cha said their personal favorite is the Windows XP Bliss video where we went to the wrong hill. Yeah, I was actually just thinking about that one recently. iBonnie said they're using an iPhone 16 Pro Max. They just upgraded from a 14. Good upgrade. Yeah, that's a bit of a gap there. Good, good. But yeah, the Windows XP episode. Yeah, Brainiac Brent and I went to go photograph the classic Windows XP hill. We went to the wrong hill. Thanks, Google Maps. It was labeled incorrectly. You saw it. It was in the episode. We have evidence. But yeah, we were off by about 0.9 miles. Didn't realize that until about a month later. So that was a great episode. It was still a great episode. But yeah, we photographed the wrong hill. But I think the photos we shot were still really good. I think they turned out beautiful. Oh, iPad Rehab has a YouTube channel. Interesting. Peroxide said their fave videos when you and Brainiac Brent downloaded 10.4 on the Apple TV. Yeah, I was just thinking about that one too, because for the 10th anniversary of Tech Misadventures, I was going through some like clips I could like make a little picture collage out of, and that was one of them. Yeah, shout out to Brainiac Brent for that one. He was the brains behind that one. That's why we call him Brainiac Brent. iBonnie said, "How's the battery life on the 11 Pro?" On the 11 Pro that I'm selling? That one? The owner said it's great. Unfortunately, it's so old, it doesn't have the feature that gives you the health report. But I asked the owner some questions about it, and they said it was fine. It always lasted for them. It never died suddenly. They use it throughout the day. It always worked. So, yeah, the battery in the iPhone 11 Pro that I'm selling, taking offers on it, is just send me a DM. Yeah, they said the battery is good. And I trust them. They used it daily. iBonnie said, "What do you think of Windows 11? I know you probably use Mac OS." Yeah, that's the thing. I do use Mac OS. I love Mac OS. I'm not on Tahoe yet. Don't really trust it. Windows 11, I mean, I have nothing I can run it on, so I really can't speak to it. But I know a lot of people online have been very upset about the lack of optimization. Yeah. I know there's some good things about it, though. But yeah, I've heard a lot of issues about performance for like simple things. I feel like too much software is just a bunch of web views nowadays. Like, we need, like, more, like, good native fast apps. So, yeah. I'm not a developer, though. CC the iPhone guy said the 11 Pro does show battery health. The iPhone 6 and newer... Oh, maybe... What was I thinking of then? There is a certain battery health feature it doesn't have. Maybe there was something else I was trying to think of. Interesting. Well, then I should probably boot it up, and I don't have it. I should ask the owner to boot it up and check then, because I'm actually not sure what the percentage is. Interesting. Oh, I think the feature it doesn't have is like where it monitors it throughout the day and like draws the graph and stuff. That I don't think it has. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. And the manufacture date as well. It doesn't have that. Yeah, Electron apps. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. That's why I don't really like Discord from a software like standpoint. It's just an Electron app and it's so slow. And like it takes forever to launch, especially if you don't use it for a day or two. It takes like a minute to launch. It's so weird. It like just spins around and it's like installing updates, and I don't know. I just wish more apps went back to like how they should be, just native, optimized, non-RAM hogging, non-web view apps. Because like even Discord, they acknowledged it's a RAM hog, and their new solution is when it's just not being used and just idling, but it's still using RAM, it'll just like relaunch itself in the background. Like, really? Like, that's the solution we're doing now? Instead of, like, optimizing code and stuff, we're just like, oh, just have it relaunch itself in the background. Genius. Software has just become so unoptimized and clunky. Not a fan. But, sometimes you just gotta suck it up. Because, like, I still gotta use certain programs, even if they're just unoptimized web apps, unfortunately. But, companies that do make optimized and powerful native apps, self again. I think it's because I held my thumb up and it's like, turn on reactions. Like, okay. It's the cycle count, T-God said. That was on the 15 and newer. Okay, I was probably thinking about cycle count. Thank you. Thank you, people in the chat, for educating me. The graph was introduced in 26. No, that I know is not true. They've had the graph in there for a while. Unless you're talking about a different graph. Giraffe? Graph. Yeah, sorry if it buffered there for a sec. I held my thumb up and the app froze for like 10 seconds. Coincidentally, when we were just talking about unoptimized software. Is when the app froze. Isn't that great? Oh, jeez. It should be going though, right? Like, you can see me, you can hear me, just say something in the chat, waffles or something. Just make sure we're still going. Okay, well, we got an LOL, so I'm guessing it's still going. My arms are getting tired again. Like, I've been holding this thing for a long-ass time. I think I will set this down here. There we go. Yeah, that looks okay. Sorry about, like, I'm just, like, man-spreading right there. I'll hold a Sonic here. That doesn't really look any better. How about a... How about an iMac a throw pillow? Or throw boy. I guess it's a throw pillow, but the company is Throw Boy. There we go. CC iPhone guy said Tahoe runs grand on his M2 Air. Awesome. Yeah, I like liquid glass. I really do. I'm just afraid to update macOS on my computer because, I do all my work, like serious work on there. My phone and my iPad and stuff, like that's okay. Looks good on my Apple TV too. Liquid glass on the TV looks awesome. I just don't want to upgrade my daily driver Mac to any major OS update, especially if there's a big UI change, until I really know stuff is stable. I do too much important work to risk breaking my computer. Excuse me. Just catching up on the chat here. I now have to reach forward to do that because it fades away so quick. Bonnie said they've been using the... Why does the chat fade away in like half a second? It's so dumb. Maybe if I like leave it half scrolled, it'll stay up on the screen. Okay, there. Now it does. Okay. Yeah, I guess when you scroll, it fades away. Bonnie said been using the MacBook Air M4 after using an iPad 9th gen. Cool. Yeah, dude. Those M chips are getting fast. I'm still rocking Apple's last Intel Mac. It's a 2020 27-inch Intel iMac. It's the last Intel computer they ever made. End of an era. Still using it. Still kicks butt. And here's the thing. I know if I'd get a Mac Studio or something, it would be faster. But honestly, what does faster really do? Is it really worth it? For me, not really. If I maybe was releasing many more episodes more frequently, sure. But, I only publish a major episode release about once a month, once every 5 weeks. I don't mind if my computer's a little bit slower, because really, if it renders faster, that's nice, but am I going to pay thousands of dollars to do that? Frankly, I'd rather pay the thousands of dollars to hire smart people to do research for me or make motion graphics or animations or something. I'd rather hire people with that money. That would actually move the needle with my productions, which then in turn make money. A faster computer doesn't really help a lot. The only reason I would get a faster computer is if there is a critical workflow feature that is now getting bottlenecked by the limitations of the hardware. That would be the time to upgrade. And it's not necessarily for performance either. Like if there's a certain hardware feature that I need, like when HDR becomes more mainstream perhaps, then yeah, I would need something else that has an HDR display. Anyway, that I'm babbling again. I'll scroll the chat here and see what's up. Someone said, iBonnie said jet engine Mac. Is the iMac a jet engine Mac? I don't know. The fan sometimes kicks in. Yeah, unless they're talking about something else. Jet engine Mac. Sorry if I missed the context there. Soy Messenger said, faster lets you run newer unoptimized software without as much hassle. Yeah, all the unoptimized software. Right, exactly. Oh, man. And see, speaking of optimization, that's another reason why I don't really need to upgrade my hardware, because I have a pretty optimized workflow for video editing. I shoot with the Blackmagic camera. It's right here. You can't see it. I shoot ProRes, which is an Apple codec. Super high quality codec. Super low complexity. It doesn't take much compute power to decode it in playback. So, I can be using a 5.5-year-old computer easily with Final Cut Pro timelines with 2,000 items in it in 4K, and it scrubs perfectly fine. Despite it being about a 5.5-year-old non-Apple Silicon computer, it still kicks butt. But a huge reason for that is the ProRes codec is so low complexity. It works super well. Larger file size, but lower complexity with super good quality. But yeah, my next Mac, though, I would like a Mac Studio. Just don't want to spend the money right now. But a Mac Studio with whatever display they release next, that'd be pretty sweet. Yeah. I'm sure the performance boosts will be very nice. Oh, yeah, just money, right? More money, more problems. Yeah, Martha, I'm babbling again. Martha, I can't turn this computer on. It's because it's a pillow. That would be why. But Martha can't tell me that because we never see her and we never hear her voice. We're almost at 300 people. That's pretty sweet. Well, we can just keep this party going. I really should get back to editing, but I'm having too much fun now. So, I don't know. I'll try to level this a little bit better here. There we go. I'm just using my little Joby tripod. It's got 3 adjustable legs. Soy Messenger said, Martha, how do I get files out of the computer? Martha, how do I get files out of the computer? Well, Martha can't say anything, so I can't do her voice because you never hear her. But she would probably think well, what kind of computer are you using? Do we need a SCSI drive? Do we need a zip drive? I don't know. What interface are we dealing with here? Where do you plug it in on this computer? You can't. The cool thing is, though, the handle on the iMac is a tag, and it actually is a handle. iBonnie said, do you think Apple will make a TV? I was wondering that a while ago if they would ever do that. Yeah, I don't know. If they did, it would be hella expensive. I just can't even imagine how expensive that would be. No, I know, yeah, the files are in the computer, right? Soy Messenger, yeah, you got to open it up, take the manila file folder out. But yeah, if Apple made it a TV, not just a streaming box, but the TV itself, great, another thing named Apple TV. It'd probably look great. It'd probably be great for HDR and everything, but it would probably cost thousands of dollars. Yeah, iBonnie, yeah, $30,000 TV. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, Johnny Chai, they had plans to make a car too. I think the internal code name was Breadbox is what they called it or something. From what we understand, I don't have a direct source for this, but from what I understand from other people that have sources and other analysts and stuff, the project has been scrapped. We'll see. I don't know. They might do something like that one day. Sure. They probably have the ability to get to that one day, but yeah, just probably not right now. Yeah, watch Apple TV content in the Apple TV app on your Apple TV by connecting it to your Apple TV. Yeah. I mean, if they made their own Apple TV, it'd probably have the streaming stuff built in. But yeah, what do they call it? Do they still call it Apple TV? They have so many things that are just called Apple TV. But I guess it makes sense. You know what people are talking about based on the context. Yeah, iBonnie, the car won't have windows on it. Yeah, hey, there you go. It's convertible. It runs better without windows. What's that? It's an iHouse, but there's no windows. Exactly. 307. We got 307 people watching right now. All right. For people who are just tuning in, feel free to chat. This is live. I just wrapped up a video shoot in the Ken Cave a while ago, so I thought I'd do some live streaming on Twitter, because I haven't gone live on Twitter in years, so I thought, hey, let's try it out. But yes, this is a live stream. Feel free to chat, say something, ask questions, whatever. I will respond. This is real. It is not a simulation. Yeah, T got it. Every Apple store has windows. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Apple stores have a lot of glass. They have big windows. They install windows. iBonnie, I miss the Apple stickers. Yeah, they stopped including those with products recently, haven't they? Yeah, I've noticed they've been winding that down. Let's see if the ice cream plushies still have their smell. Gotta, shake it up. Oh, yeah, when you give it a good shake, it's pretty present there. This is like a blueberry, cotton candy kind of thing, and then Shadow is yeah, that's like dark chocolate or something. those GameStop pillows, gotta love them, right? Scroll for older comments. I think I saw everything here. Let's see. Hello, chat. Yeah, anything else? Feel free to drop a comment. I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah, just still working on this episode, trying to get it out in the next 6 to 8 days. And then we got the Philips CDI one coming up after that. Oh, man, the computer gland's cooking some good stuff. Very excited to share it all with you. And tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of Crazy Ken, when it debuted on Crazy Ken's Tech Misadventures. So that's pretty fun. I'll do a little 10th anniversary post. CC the iPhone guy said, what are your thoughts about the upcoming foldable iPhone? Yeah, I mean, dude, I think foldable phones are cool. I don't know if I'd get an Apple one anytime soon, because it's probably going to be expensive. But I hate the crease. I really hate the crease. I hate feeling it. I hate looking at it. And I think Apple is taking a longer time to release a foldable iPhone because they're trying to make it truly creaseless. I think that's the thing they're taking a long time to perfect. And I'm sure once it comes out, they will let you know how long it took them to make that. We will get a British narrator talking about the process of designing the phone without a crease. The marketing will tell you how much care they put into the crease. And I'm cool with that. Because if they can truly make it creaseless, that would be amazing. That would be awesome. I think foldable phones are cool, but I hate the creases, man. So I'm sure Apple will figure it out. Let's see. Johnny Chow said foldable phones are a gimmick, it seems like. I mean, I don't think so. I think they're nice because you save space when it's folded, and then when you're on a plane or something, you want to watch a movie on a bigger screen, you unfold it. I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, again, it's really just about the crease for me. It's really just about the crease. All about that crease. Oh, the Samsung Trifold. That was a somewhat recent thing, wasn't it? I'll be honest, I haven't looked into that too much. I bet it has creases, though. Yeah, I don't know yet. Yeah, haven't really looked into that one. Sorry. Is there a way to mute this? Okay, well that's audio only. Oh, that's interesting. It like puts like a like peaks like waveform display. Okay. Oh, interesting. Just kind of new to like the interface here. Like there's a sketch mode. Oh, that's interesting. So I could like John Madden myself here. Hang on. What if I tap start sketch? Whoa, can I like